All right, so let's look at this question on physics refractive index. This question here says the velocities of light in air and glass are 3.0 times 10 to the power 8 meter per second and 1.8 times 10 to the power 8 meter per second respectively. Calculate the angle of incidence that will produce an angle of refraction of 30 degrees for a ray of light incident on glass. All right, so how do we solve this question here? Solution to this. So for the solution, my first task here would be to list out as many given parameters as possible. So we're given that the velocities of light in air and glass. So first we have this the velocity of light in air and then the velocity of light in glass. So the first thing I have there is velocity of light in air. So given velocity of light in air, I'll just call this VL. Okay, that's equal to, now they said respectively, so they mentioned air, that's here, before they mentioned glass. That means the first value here becomes that of air. That's it. All right, so the first thing I have there's 3.0 times 10 to the power 8, which is the same thing as me saying 3 times 10 to the power 8. So the value of VL, let me write it here. So VL is equal to 3.0, or simply 3 times 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Also, we're given the velocity of light in glass. So also number 2 is given velocity of light in glass. Let's call this V small g. Okay. VG, velocity of light in glass, VG, it's equal to I think I was given 1.8 times 10 to the power 8 meters per second. 1.8 times, yep, that's it. Okay, also they said we should find the angle of incidence that will produce an angle of refraction of 30 degrees. So we're also given that the angle of refraction, take this as angle of refraction, angle of refraction, in this case here, that's small r, it's equal to 30 degrees. We have to find the angle of incidence. So angle of incidence, angle of incidence, that's small I, it's equal to unknown. So for this question, what do we use? Now the first thing for you to notice that this question is on refraction, on refraction. We have to find the refractive index. In our previous class, we discussed the concept of refraction of light waves and the concept of refractive index, and we discussed the concept of refractive index using a law known as Snell's law. We discussed Snell's law in our previous class. I'll leave a link to that video in the video description. All right, so check the video description. You see a link to a class that we fully discussed everything about this concept. I'll leave it in the video description. All right, we discussed something called Snell's law. Okay, from Snell's law, we had the mathematical form as n, which is refractive index. Okay, so n represents refractive index. We said mathematically it is the ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction. That's Snell's law mathematically. Now, something else to note is that the same n, also know that, let's call this our first equation, also know that n, which is refractive index, is also equal to the velocity of light in air, and we call that V of L, that's in air. That's what we call that. Yep, velocity of light in air, that's VL, all over velocity of light in glass. So all over VG. So you can take note that refractive index can also be expressed as velocity of light in air, this all divided by velocity of light, so velocity of light in glass. All right, so take note of this. This is also another expression of Snell's law. All right. So from here, we'll call this equation here equation 2. Let's call this equation 2. This one here. Let's equate 1 to 2. Equating 1 and 2. Let's equate. So equating 1 and 2. From 1 we have that n is equal to, from 2 we also have n. Now n from equation 1, as you can see here, is sine I over sine r. That means we can have that sine of I, so sine I all over sine r is equal to, for the other n here we have VL, that's velocity of light in air, that's VL all over velocity of light in glass. So we have this. All right, let's impute values. From here we'll have that sine I, so I have sine of I all over sine of, if you look at r, we set the value of r from here is 30 degrees, that's all over sine 30. It's equal to, what's VL? VL, the value we have for VL is 3 times 10 to the power 8. So come to VL there, put the value as 3.0 or 3 times 10, of course, to the power 8, all over VG. We got VG as 1.8 times 10 to the power 8 as given in the question. Alright, so my task here will just simply be to find the value of I, and that's how I can get this. So how do I get this value of I? What do I do? My first task here would be obviously to cross multiply. Alright, cross multiply, we have this times this, which is 1 point, that's 1.8 times 10 to the power 8, that's this, multiplied by sine I. So this sine I, it's equal to this times this, which is 3 times 10 to the power 8 sine 30. Okay, to get the value of sine I, I'll divide this and also divide this too. So I'll divide this by what is attached to sine I, which is 1.8 times 10 to the power 8. Also divide here by 1.8 times 10 to the power 8. This will cancel this. You now have that sine I. So this now becomes sine of I, it's equal to, so I'll just get my calculator and I'll punch 3 times 10 to the power 8 sine 30, all divided by 1.8 times 10 to the power 8. So if you punch this correctly, your answer will give you about 5 over 6. 5 over 6, or it will give you as 0.833. Alright, whichever one you choose, it's correct. So I'm guessing 5 over 6 here. You could also get 0.833. That's the value in decimal. To get the value of I, I'll take sine inverse. Alright, so that means I will be equal to sine inverse of 5 all over 6. From here, what's the value of I? From here, I will be equal to, let me take sine inverse of 5 all over 6. My answer here gives me about 56 point. In 2 decimal places, I have 4 degrees. So this becomes the answer to this question, right? 56.44 degrees. In the question we asked to find what? I think that was just the angle of incidence, right? All right, so we've gotten our value here, and the answer to the question there is about 56.44. Of course, I is an angle, so to be in degrees. So this becomes the answer to this question. Okay. All right, guys. So as I said, I'll leave a link to the complete video or a full tutorial video on refractive index, right, in the video description. So check video description for the link to visit our full class on this. Meanwhile, I've prepared over 100 classes on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and other science subjects. Okay, I've also revised past questions for JAM and WAEC for the last 10 years. All right, to access that course, simply visit my website www.johnimmanuel.com/courses, and then you see the JAM/WAEC course. Don't forget to always register an account to the website. Okay, if you don't have an account to the website yet, please do well to register an account to the website. Go to my account, register an account to the website, and then you can now proceed to courses to get the JAM/WAEC courses. or you can simply join my channel membership. All right, so you see the jams like WAEC classes. All right, so you see the jam/WAEC classes. Okay, I'll leave a link to both my website and to join my channel membership in the video description. All right. Okay then. So as usual, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Alright, so like this video. Leave a comment. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to always subscribe. Alright, if it's your first time here or if you're here to subscribe, please do well to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload the new content. And finally, share this video to your friends so that they can also learn. Thank you and see you in our next class.